Okay, collective energies to the energies of 1113. The Horseman. The Herald of Change. I just seen the second one. What is this? Benefactor. Grace and generosity. There's about to be a major change. I was hearing wealth transference, and I was hearing urgent. Literally, like this is there's something very powerfully. What am I using words like I'm brand new? Something's coming through very strong from the Arcturians, right? Yeah, look, the divine feminine, the cosmic womb. Like, wow, something is definitely taking over. On the other cards too, as I was getting this TikTok with this clock. Look at that, like time exploding, right? This is quantum level, leaping, jumping, all sorts of, especially under the 1111. Like, an offer is out there now, literally. It's within your hands. The second time I was seeing hands here, and go the distance. There's something with cheetahs. Literally, I was watching a little video where a boy literally like watches like a cheetah, I think it was, walk into a house and this family, and he went out, shut the door. Like, there's more to the story, right? But there's something about that, and there's something about family. I don't know why they were showing me that picture again, except just another synchronicity here with the cheetah. But things are about to take off very, very fast. Like, there's some sort of major movement. I'm getting like a transcendence too, like literally with these upgrades that we've been doing to these, upgrading to crystalline, the DNA. Like, look at that etheric white. Like, literally, like this could be what could be happening for you, or this just happened. But having this integration, this advancement, it opens up opportunities for you. Hold on, I just clicked off my camera. Okay, so there's something like you're realizing beyond the illusion, right? Like, you're realizing that time is not real, right? The clocks are not real. Clocks exist here in this 3D reality. But that's why I say all my readings are timeless, baby. And you can be catching this literally as I'm creating this right now, but seeing this on a future time, right? That's why we always say quantum levels, quantum fields, right? Especially when you realize to go to higher levels of consciousness within the mind, right? You're reaching those different levels. So for some of you, you're realizing this. You're realizing that energy is, it's never destroyed, right? It changes form. And they're showing me Interstellar. If you guys have not seen that movie, you need to take a look at it, right? It's very much like he leaves clues for himself and he figures out how to time travel. Then they're showing me a lot with like with CERN and what they were doing with the portals, right? And opening up, and like, how do you know that we really haven't how do you know that, how do I explain this at different levels? It's coming in different level frequencies. If you either understand the content I'm talking about or you don't, right? But it's about like the splitting and the merging of like Earth and moving it through these portals, right? And these things, right? That's what I mean. Like, all eyes are on us, literally. Like, we're about, this is already happening. Some could refer to it as like the rapture and things like that, because things could literally be disappearing, right? You could be noticing these glitches and these things are just changing, right? As if you're in like a new reality. Like, things could be just, it's almost like deja vu, but it's like things are just starting to change, right? Like, okay, I don't know how to explain this frequency that they're trying to show, right? But it's like, this is a time where a lot of you, like, you're realizing that you're very much in control of your reality now. It really, literally is just more easy to manifest the things that you want to desire and you want to experience, because we are here at this. That's why I said, like, heaven and hell is within the mind, right? It's different levels, okay? But it's like all of that dark, heavy, dense energy is not going to be able to sustain the new earth, right? Like the saving, right, that everybody's been waiting for and all that. Like, it's already here. It's already being created. And for a lot of you coming in alignment with my content, you are one of those. Like I said, for a lot of you, it might not have appeared that way, because for some of you, you were ahead of your time. For some of you, it's like all of the preparation and all of the work that you were doing was literally for the positions that you're stepping into now, right? So, like, I'm an activator, right? So I activate, when you come in alignment with this, certain things could get you to go on your path and just boom, boom, these different opportunities and different things. Some of you could be realizing that too, like, literally, like, some of you have been getting, like, you could notice this, you're almost like you're walking karma, because for a lot of you, like, as the chosen are, right? We literally, we're the ones that are like recording everything. Everything is being seen with our eyes. Everything is being recorded and just going right back to the divine source creator, right? So like you have so much authority and how things are to go in your life and what you want to experience, what you want to create. And for a lot of you, it's like you weren't ready to create what you wanted to experience because things weren't ready for that yet. But for a lot of you, that's why I've been saying, like, I'm going around activating different things for you. For a lot of you, like, your key holders just hold the frequency, right? As all of us needed to get to this level to break the barrier, right? And to, like, to break through, to transform, to start creating these realities and start shifting over. And literally that is what has been happening with these major accelerated solar rays and flares and everything that have been coming through, that have been activating you, getting you to different higher levels. That's why for a lot of you, like, have been going through like major purgings and cleansings that have been releasing you from all these toxins, all of these things. Like, that's why for a lot of you, like, you have to eat cleaner, you can't experience certain chemicals, just like you can't be around them, like you physically could feel ill around these low dense energies and different things. Like, you're being shifted or you're being guided, right? And it's about getting lighter and two in this frequency, right? And that's why like if you just even notice, like, things just look different, things look brighter, more vibrant, like the sun, right, it's getting wider and wider and wider, right? As you're starting to realize, and you're starting to open up different higher levels of mind, you're starting to experience that. You're starting to realize that this whole thing was a whole experience. Like, just like many, like, you're understanding all the inner workings of everything. You're starting to really see this. It's like when you finally realize that and you wake up to that and you're part of this. Well, everybody really is, but it's all about how you experience it and what level you're ready for. This is definitely coming through multi-dimensional, but for a lot of you, like, you're able to, like, surpass many different levels in advance. Like, you could literally be feeling like just that you're taking in a whole bunch of stuff. There's been times when I'm going through that, I'm getting like Hunanali rising for a lot of you. I'm feeling the energy surges that are coming through. So it's like you could have these things happen too when, like, you're like in quiet times alone. Literally, it's like when you can slow down and you can be in the now, right? Like, I'm getting like walk meditation with, like, for a lot of you, you don't realize that you are meditating when, like, you're walking and you're spending time alone when you're doing things, because you're actually able to quiet down the mind. For a lot of you, like, you have family too that's helping you, that's putting you in these states. They're like protecting your energetic field. They're helping clear your mind. They're getting you in this energy where you're in this flow state. Like, that's how you channel and connect. Like, literally, like, you have to just stop thinking. Most people don't realize that they don't do that, and that's why there's been so many that have been stuck into this outdated programming in the system, because your mind's on repeat, right? So you're doing that 9 to 5 grind. You're focused on money. You're always focused on, like, what you want to buy, what you want to do, instead of being in the here and the now. But that's what I mean. So for a lot of you, like, you could have been going through, if you didn't choose to go in and go within and go through these things, you literally could have been put in to extreme things that were meant to, like, humble you out, calm you down, get you in that present moment. Like, everything happens for our experience, and it gets you ready, right? But like I said, for a lot of you, you're realizing, like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, like, I went through everything, like, through the darkness, and now I'm gonna rise, right? That's why everything, like, always flips. And I'm telling everybody, this year of an 8, baby, we reached infinity. This is officially, like, the reset, like, the balance, like, everything balances out. Like, you know, the dark, like, we know, like, for a lot of us, like, we came here for this time. Literally, like, what is right now. And that is why it's like things seem like they're getting far worse, but they're not. It's just like, that's everything dying. That loud, outdated, you know what I mean? Like, all the destruction, everything, like, destroying the earth. Like, no, that's not an option anymore, right? There's enough of us that are here, activated, awakening, right? The ones that want to be on that false, outdated slave matrix, being controlled, right? They're the ones that are going to be seeing a collapse of themselves over there. But we're all right. We got this, right? So for a lot of you, just hold the frequency. You're able to bring through and create whatever it is that you want to desire and experience. And for the chosen, like, a lot of you, like, you've been in this energy of, like, wait. Like, nope, you're free to start creating, baby. Because that's what we're doing in this shift. So you could be literally transferring over to this higher level, and, like, you don't even realize it, right? Like, you know, it's just, All right, I'm not going to explain what I felt too. They told me to stop with where I was going next. Okay, so look, adjacent possibilities. Yeah, so it's like the door. It's like for a lot of you, like you're being given the keys. If you can think it, you can create it. You can have whatever you want and desire. The new energy grid system, because for a lot of you, a lot of you have been like me, right? Literally having to move around and travel. So for a lot of you, like you're activating the new energetic grid system, because we're activating the crystals within, right? We're running a whole new entire grid system, right? It's ran off the vibration of love and frequency, right? Not so it's like we had to tear down, and we've been having to do a lot of work, right? A lot of you were being used, even if you were not even aware that you were being used, that you were being moved around, you were being guided to some very powerful places, right? It's literally like you activate things within you, within where you're going, the experiences that you're doing it. That's why for a lot of you, like you're transmuting a lot of these things out. And it could have felt very, very heavy because we were going through like a major, you know what I mean? Like it was the end of the, okay, all of this, all transferring all into this new beginning, right? Okay, so the stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. So like, I don't know, the biggest message is coming across loud, like this is the time, like if you're coming into an alignment with this, I mean, like whenever you find it, because of everything, but it's just as I'm recording this right now, like this is it. Like you need to create what you want, so it's really important to keep your vibrations very, very high, right? There was a lot of beautiful manifestations that came through yesterday. Really, today's gonna be the 13th on 11/11. A lot of mass meditations. Oh my gosh, were they so powerful? The energy that was getting pulled through all over the world, right? That's what I mean. There's a lot that is being done that many are unaware. But maybe it's like you didn't know what you're starting to feel. Look at the sun card energy, like. The sun, the light is pouring out all over this planet, right? There's so many opportunities, right? And for a lot of us, like we're, things are, enough has been shown for this transformation. Let's just say that. Door to romance is coming out. So for a lot of you, like, that's why it's like there was so much darkness that was being revealed as so much. And that's why I said for a lot of you, it's not even that bad, because it's like, it is divine justice that is happening in what we're experiencing at this time. So it's like, everything is flipping, is being made right. So it's like even when you do see things, it's like you know that it's made sense. It's like literally like you're finding out about these things, but you're like, yeah, but because of that now I get to experience this, so it's okay. I got this. Like there's literally like happy breakups that I'm seeing where they're showing me like literally like two people that thought that they had to heal so much stuff, do so much stuff, right? And then get married, and then it's all of a sudden finding out like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I got somebody else that's totally like, I'm not gonna have to experience that. I get to be in a happy new relationship, and so do you. And it's just like, I don't know, literally that's what they're showing me. Like there's just so much stuff that is going on, right, to make right for so much that has went down. They keep showing me like the door to romance, the door to value, right? Like all of this like red energies coming out. I was feeling a lot of red. See, in the garden and the gate, it's like for a lot of you, it's like you were okay with being controlled, being in this matrix, being, you know, so it's like it gets a little bit scary when all of a sudden the gates open and it's like, should I go? Should I not? You know what I mean? Like I'm getting like almost like that Stockholm syndrome, right? It's like sometimes like when you're captive for so long and you're held back for such a long time, like that feels okay to you. That feels comfortable, right? Like that's what I'm feeling. It's like there's needed to be this plan, strategy, and also like this preparation. It's like for some of you, you needed to be isolated, you needed to be cleaned up, you needed to experience like a little bit of your own freedom, a little bit about your own stuff, so you could be able to handle like what was next. So this is like where it's like, all right. It's like when you finally realize like all of a sudden like, oh yeah, I don't have someone checking up on me. I don't have these same responsibilities, these same obligations. Like, all right, like I can go do this now. Like that's the energy that's coming across very strongly. Like this is a time, limitless possibility. Like they want you, because it's like, you're not projecting high enough. You're not really opening up your eyes to what you want to experience, what you want to create. Like you need to start thinking higher. You need to start you need to let go of any of the dark, dense energy. And that's fully what it is, too. It's like when you fully step into this energy, right? And trusting and having faith. Because when you hold on to fear, you don't have faith, right? So you have to fully let go of fear. You have to trust into faith and divine. You know what I mean? And learn to listen to yourself, right? And when you're getting guided, like, of course, don't think that you are, like, unstoppable, like... like just walking out in front of a busy street and things like that, because you are protected and guided, but you need to listen, you know, to that guidance, and when you know what I mean, and what you feel and things like that, right? But like all of this patience, like even patience in here, she's holding a clock, because it's all in divine timing. It's like for a lot of you, like sometimes too, like if you've been treated wrong for such a long time, or maybe you were never even treated right at all. Like, you wouldn't know what that looks like. Even when somebody was treating, like, that's the energy that I'm getting too. It's like, for some of you, like, sometimes, like, if we don't love ourselves, we could have the most perfect lover right with us. But if we don't love ourselves, we're not going to see the love that, you know what I mean? And it's like, I've seen so many relationships get ruined when people aren't ready, because their insecurities, right, project, and that's what they see. Right, but it's not, and then it's just like you manifest those things, so you're going to experience them, you know. And it's like, and sometimes it's all about perception, and it's not even like, I love to use the example, like, let's say you catch somebody on the phone talking behind your back, and you hear your name or whatever, or you find out they're talking to, like, you know what I mean, like if you have a boyfriend, you find out you hear him talking to some girl on the phone in another room, and you immediately think that they're cheating on you. How do you know that that wasn't like them on the phone with your best friend, like planning your engagement party or some surprise or something like that? Like, why are you insecure? Why do you feel as though you can control somebody, like who they talk to? Like, just like I love to like interact with anybody. I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't like work guys because my boyfriend's insecure and all of that. You know, like, and we went through that, like literally he got upset by like some, like, okay, I'm not even going to get into this, but it's one of those things like, and then to me, and those insecurities are the red flags. So it's like, you gotta, that whenever you see those things, or anyway, like whatever you do see is always like a trigger to you. Why is it triggering to you? It's reflecting something, it's showing something, it's projecting something, right? And when you can learn to let go of that, or it's your intuition, or really it's what you're seeing. For some of you, if you feel it and you know it, like you don't need the proof, right? Like sometimes like you're protected of it too. Like you don't even need to see it. Like, do you even need to know why? It's just like, if you want to let somebody go, you want to get over somebody, why are you stalking them and looking at, why are you mad that they get a lover after you? Like, that's the biggest thing. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I hate like leave people alone. Like you put yourself, so many people put themselves in their own wounds, right? Worried about their exes and who they're with and what they're doing and looking into them. Like, no. Okay, I don't know where I'm going on that, but it's like there's this huge change in perception, okay? Or if you're like listening to what other people are saying about somebody you're with, and then, you know, instead of seeing them for as they are, there's this big energy here that's coming across, that there's this major, like, this anxiety, like this letting go. Okay, so it could completely change things, right? When you get out of some sort of illusion. For some of you, you are seeing, right, deceit. You could be finding out about things. You could be having some sort of attachments. I've heard that sound before. Is that the pipes go crazy in the bathroom? Wow, okay. Right as the attachment card came out, it was a weird sound. It brought me back to when I used to do readings at a place I worked before, and it was like, whenever I would start a reading, it would go off. It would go off. It did this for like a week. It was one of the blockages. There's definitely somebody that is like trying to create a blockage, right? It's like, for a lot of you, you are ending karmic relationships, like, for real. You're eliminating all the blockages that have been blocking you from like living your divine life, because it's like this final, like when I was saying earlier, like all the, it's dying, it's getting very loud, like so much stuff. Like I've literally been watching it like a reel, like literally like the energy of and the devil, right? The dark energies, demons, right? And all of that running rampant through like my Facebook, my like literally like going through all of like the things that would pulled me down pathways before, like different like just think like I don't know how to explain it. Like everyone's been like coming out the woodwork at me, like the people that had control over me when I first got on YouTube. Like a lot of it's through the social media and the platforms and the different people, to ex-boyfriends, to just different, to my dreamscape, to everything. Like the enemy's using anybody that has any wounds, fear, worry, anybody that's been in your life to come in here at this time. That's why I'm like, shut all those doors. Focus on what it, like the new doors. When you just learn, nope, new doors. You know, it's this big shift. It changes things, right? And I mean, I know that there are people that can change, but still, you attracted that at a level to your learning, to your growth. So why do you want to go back to that door? Especially if that, like, that's finally when I had to realize, like, you know what? I can only accept high vibrational people because they're the only ones that can handle the demons that come after me through people. And I've watched so many beautiful people like turn against me, and I'm like, damn. It's like when you finally start to realize, but you know what? It was all part of your growth. It was all part of the plans. The curses that are dying, all those dark energies. And what have we been saying about the cardinal signs, baby? Come on, the 19th of November, the last movement, right? Were we finally done with all of this? And it's, oh my gosh, we're stepping into this new, like, we're done with this major karma clearing, like 15 years or 19, whatever it is. Like, it's this major thing, right? Because we're leading the pathway, right? So it's just like, we were learning something. We were purging something. And it took it, like, I don't know how to explain this. Patience. It was a process, right? Okay. I'm going to stop trying to explain this. We're definitely healing broken heart. For a lot of us, too, it has to do with of our universe, our planet, our existence, the way that things happen synchronistically in numbers, and the purging with, like, Lemuria, Atlantis, right? The fall, the rise, like there's this major, there's something with like sevens and series of sevens, and things needed to be handled and mended, and the temple path is coming out here. I know I got guided back to the energy cards, like golden timelines are here, right? And this is where like we get that reset, right? That's why all the children that are being born now are karmic debt free. They don't have karma. That's why I said our star children and the early scouts, right? The crystals that were here before. It's really been since what, like, we've been doing through this major purge since like 2012, right? But there were some early scouts that came here where I had no karma, right? They were here for this time, right? To start to create, to, you know, to claim the land, right? Like that's what they're doing. They're claiming their freedom, right? And they're not being a part of this matrix and the system. That's why the black sheeps, the outcasts, all of that, they are the ones that are here for the new earth, right? We've been laying the fields, right? Because they're not the ones that were put into the system, right? That's why this split, this divide, they're the ones that don't want to let go of the system, the matrix. So, and that's why this election, this political year was like heavily watched too, because that was determining a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of us that are literally going around basically like weighing hearts at this time. Okay. And that's why I said things are being shown. That's what I said, like the 144,000 and many more now. It was really just the first 144,000 to hold the frequency, right? To bring this through. Right, and then it's what, when you activate these different strands, right, and you get fully activated, then you're on that frequency, you're on that vibe. That's what I mean. There's many more now. That's what I mean. This transformation, this shift is not stopping, right? And we've stepped into our positions of power, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so, but it's like you're being told, and for a lot of you, like whatever it is you want to create and desire, and that's why I said for many, it's just literally going to be seeing you create and have everything that you want to experience and desire. Right? And unapologetically knowing that it's yours, right? And that's why I said this major purging, this cleansing, us cardinal signs, like we're entering that phase of like just not get like, nope, we've been through enough. Like that's what I mean, like this extreme pressure. Like I'm getting like precious, like to form diamonds. You know, it's just like once you reach certain levels, like nobody's gonna fuck with that no more. You know what I mean? So unfuckable. That's what I mean. Like that's what is being reached here, and by that being reached, right? Like we're setting the pathways, and then when many others are like, look at them, look at Aries over there. Why? You know what I mean? Look at Libra. Look at. You know, it's just it's taking for it, like, and that's literally, it's like setting the path, setting the trend. That's us taking back control, power, you know, of our souls, right? Breaking free of this slave mentality, this matrix, this outdated, right? That's what I mean. Like the ones that were here in the very beginning, they stole this from us. We're here now. We're back. We're here now. We're activated. That's what I mean. There are so many powerful ascended masters that are activated, that have been coming through the awakens. Like, nope, it's done, right? So anyway, with that said, I'm going to leave this reading here. I'm at 2550. That stood up very strong. It's definitely an angel number for some of you to look up. Source code numbers. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye.